The last section for Unit C looks at the need for record keeping for teachers and trainers, and we can divide this into two clear areas. So the first point, sort of 4.1, is looking at why the teacher needs to keep records, and 4.2, the last criteria, is looking at why the organisation as a whole should be keeping records. So as you can see from here, for the teacher, it's very important they're actually recording how students are actually progressing, so they can actually monitor and track their progress. So this may well be an Excel spreadsheet where you've got all your students listed down one column, and then with different assessments as they go through the qualification, you track and record their relevant scores and progress within it. You may well have a boss, manager, course leader sort of comes to you and asks for a progress report. It could be a parent, or it could be a university asking for predicted grades. So it's very difficult to remember all the different students, exactly how they're doing, particularly maybe if you're teaching various different classes at different locations. So it just gives you a much more accurate sort of picture of how your students are doing if you're recording it and monitoring their progress. The last criteria, sort of the organisation as a whole, we've got these sort of terms: internal verification, external verification, otherwise known as internal quality assurance and external quality assurance. So on the internal side, this is where your colleagues actually check the assessment decisions you're making. So if you're marking portfolios, then you'll ask a colleague to basically check and state that they agree with your decisions. And then the external side is where the awarding body, so Highfield in this case for this qualification that we run, they will check a certain sample of the actual assessments, to actually say they also agree with the assessment decisions. I've also mentioned legislations on here. There'll be times when you need to actually accurately record certain decisions and actual practice within your teaching and training to meet and adhere to relevant legislations. And the last point I put on there is appeals decisions. So sometimes students will want to appeal against examination decisions or maybe sort of portfolio decisions. So you need to actually have accurate recordings and actually have kept the portfolios of the students so that these actual appeals can be carried out.